Hey guys, what's going on? Jebb here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about where the bottom for Bitcoin is. Is the bottom in, or are we going to see another leg to the downside before Bitcoin is able to finally restart this rally and push us back up to $100,000? We're going to talk about all of that and more in this video, so without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. The good news is, guys, over the last 3 days, Bitcoin has actually been going through a bit of a bounce. As you can see, after our major drop back here on the 2nd and the 3rd and the 4th of December, Bitcoin has been undergoing a little bit of a rally. It's actually managed to hold above this downtrending level of resistance right here. And the fact of the matter is, Bitcoin is in an uptrend on the 4-hourly chart, but it hasn't entered a very strong one. Here's the first thing I want to point out to you. Bitcoin has gone under a massive downtrend, but it has not managed to recapture the same levels that it saw earlier on last week. In fact, just last week and the week before, Bitcoin was trading up here between $56,000 and $60,000. Bitcoin has been unable to recapture those levels as of yet, and that tells me that the bears are the ones that are stronger than the bulls right now. Now, that might seem a little bit confusing because the bulls are obviously winning right now, but in the big picture, the bears are the ones that are in charge. Bitcoin is setting lower highs and lower lows. So until Bitcoin sets a higher high back up here above 60K, then we need to be betting with the bears because the bears are the ones that are in charge right now. But here's the thing, guys. I'm actually pretty confident that the bulls are going to take back power at some point in the next 4 to 5 weeks. The problem is, I can't tell you exactly where the bottom's going to be. I think that the bottom for Bitcoin is going to be somewhere between $38,000 and $50,000. But the reason I'm giving you such a wide range is because what I think Bitcoin is going to do over the next 4 weeks is going to look very similar to what we saw happen in May, June, and July of this year, where Bitcoin has slight movement to the downside, and it keeps testing a bottom over and over and over again before finally something kicks off and we go into a big rally. I think we're going to see something similar happen as we saw back in May and June. Now, to kind of narrow it down, I think that more than likely Bitcoin is going to end up bottoming out on candle bodies somewhere around the level of about $46,000, $47,000, $48,000 in this region right over here as set up by the VPVR. I think that Bitcoin's bottom is close, but as I've said in many pieces of content recently, I don't think that that bottom is in. Here's an interesting thing, though. If you look down here on the 12-hourly chart for Lux Algo, you can see that Lux Algo has actually managed to break bullish above the trend catcher. Now, we have not seen a green buy signal yet, and we have not seen the trend catcher turn green. But what we have seen is Lux Oscillator has actually converged and looks like it's about to cross green. And if we look at the markets at the MACD down here, you can see on 12-hour, it looks like we're about to see a bullish cross. All of that says that we could be getting ready for a bullish setup. And if we do see that bullish setup play out, then we could see a bullish buy signal come in, and that could push Bitcoin back up here. Here's what Bitcoin needs to do over the next week for it to go into a big uptrend and to confirm this level down here around 47K as the bottom. Bitcoin first needs to break bullish out of this descending wedge, and it needs to push to the upside up to at least $55,000, $56,000. If it's able to do that, then we will get some wind in our sails, and Bitcoin will be able to continue moving. But if Bitcoin doesn't break this downtrending level of resistance, and we reject at 54,000, then we're likely going to be pushing back down here into the high 40s. So that's what I think this week is going to look like. We're at a bit of a decision point. Is Bitcoin going to be able to break this downtrending level of resistance right here? Personally, I'm in the camp that no, I don't think it's going to break that resistance level. I think we're going to reject off of it, and we're going to pull back down here, and we're going to see the week close probably somewhere up in the low to mid 50s. But moving on into next week, we're probably going to see Bitcoin pulling back down into the high 40s. But I'd love to hear all of your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. Where is Bitcoin going, and how long are we going to sit down here between $40,000 and $50,000, $55,000 before we go into a big rally and Bitcoin pushes us all the way back up to $100,000? I think that we are going to be at 100K in the next 3 months, but at this point, I don't think it's feasible or likely at all that we're going to see $100,000 this year on Bitcoin. But it's coming. I just think that this lengthens the cycle, and good news is it's going to give us more time, one, to buy the dip, and more time, two, to make trades and profit, because it's going to extend the bull market, and the top is now, in my opinion, going to be a couple months further away than it would have been if we hadn't have had this drop in the first place. But I'd love to hear all of your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. And tell me in the comments, what price do you think Bitcoin will be at on Friday? We're going to start tracking you guys' predictions for Friday the same way that we track our predictions for Bitcoin's price on Friday every single Tuesday. So tell us in the comment section down below, what is the dollar value that Bitcoin is going to be sitting at 9:30 Eastern on the, whatever day it is, on the 10th of December of 2021, this Friday. Love to hear your thoughts on that. And also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoJebb, and make sure to sign up for Lux Algo. If you haven't already, you can use the link in the description box down below to do just that. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely consider subscribing because we're trying to help you become financially free in these cryptocurrency markets. And also, consider following us on Twitter at CryptoJebb for more updates on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Peace.